my first Anta running shoes. Here's my full review of the Anta C202 HP, a shoe that is in the Super Trainer category. High stack, carbon-plated running shoe, similar to the likes of my favorite New Balance Super Comp Trainer version 1. It's aimed for high mileage running that can be used for your slow, easy runs, but responsive enough to be used even for your faster paced long runs. Hi there, fellow runners. So I have a new running shoe review, which is the Anta C202 HP. This is it, and you'll immediately notice this huge Nitro Edge text here. It's part of the foam, and actually this is what it caught my attention with. So I got this for around 3,000 pesos or around $55 US. And one thing to take note of is that this shoe is only available online. So I haven't seen this on any running store, any Anta local running store here, at least in our country, in the Philippines. So you can only get this online. So what does the HP stands for in the Anta C202 HP? So don't quote me on this, but in their product page online, I see several references to horses, which I will show you here. So the HP stands for horses power, and in their product page, you'll see several references. So the H stands for horse. Now I don't really know why they are referencing horses with the Anta C202 HP, but maybe it's because this is aimed for long distance running, and horses are used for long distances. So it's a high stack, carbon plated running shoe. Yeah, it has a carbon plate, as you can see. There's a small stone here that got stuck because it has this huge gap for its carbon plate. So you can see the carbon plate. So no particular reason aside to reduce the weight for this gap here, this cut out here. I think it's supposed to be a super trainer. So if you aren't familiar with the term, a super trainer is a high mileage trainer that has a lot of cushion in it, but has a carbon plate. I think one of the most famous super trainer, which I personally love as well, is the New Balance Super Comp Trainer. So around that time, this super trainer category was introduced, and a lot of runners love it because of how cushioned it is. But because it has a plate, it kind of helps with the responsiveness. So it's not that mushy with that kind of foam, and the carbon plate makes it more responsive. So while it's aimed for longer, slow, easy runs, a super trainer is something that you can also use to pick up the pace. We'll dive in more later about this Nitro Edge foam. It's really high stack, like I think almost 40 millimeters, and its upper it's a breathable mesh, nothing extraordinary. Again, it's only 3,000 pesos, so most of the features here will be toned down compared to the higher price versions of Anta's running shoes, specifically with their racing shoes. Overall build quality is really good. The foam looks really decent, and as you can see, the outsole have any wear and tear even after about 80 to 90 kilometers already that I have logged in this shoe. Looking that it will last more than 500 kilometers. The foam doesn't even have any creases in it. So yeah, if you're looking for something robust, high mileage running shoe, this one is really good. So with Anta's line, I know there's the Anta PG7. Now, if you're more of a experienced runner looking for something like a super trainer, this one is a better option in my opinion. Cushion but responsive carbon-plated running shoes for only 3,000 pesos. It still baffles me how Anta were able to price it this cheap without sacrificing too much. Its Nitro Edge foam is really amazing, soft but responsive enough. See how it compresses when you put weight on it, but once you run, doesn't feel too soft or mushy at all. It's very similar to how one of my favorite Super Trainer shoes, which is the New Balance Super Comfort Trainer version 1, kinda feels. The midsole is a perfect mix of cushion and stiffness thanks to its full-size carbon plate. It's not springy compared to race day carbon-plated shoes, but rather complements the Nitro Edge midsole that is a nitrogen-infused midsole, and for me, it's just a perfect mix of cushioning and bounce. Yep, that's how good it is. Heavier runners might find this a great daily trainer, but for lighter runners, you'll find it fun to train in the Anta C202 HP for your long tempo runs. Anta doesn't have a half-size option with sizes 10 and up, so I went for a US size 11, and it feels just right. I usually get a US size 10.5, but it seems I needed the half size with Anta's running shoe sizes. The included laces in insole are just okay. Nothing amazing, but does the job well. Its upper is comfy as well, breathable, and doesn't feel too tight. The heel counter is padded, which I really like, while its tongue doesn't feel too soft, but it's good. I didn't have any issue with it at all. Durability wise, I would say this Nitro Edge foam will last more than 500 kilometers and even up to 8,000 kilometers. As about 100 kilometers in, and I still don't feel any loss of quality with its midsole bounce. Same with its outsole. It barely has any wear and tear even with 100 kilometer mileage, and the surface of the roads here where I run is rough. Great for slow, easy runs, but still good whenever you want to pick up the pace. The Anta C202 HP will really fit well into your running shoe rotation. It's a nice cushion trainer. But if you want cushion for a fast-paced run, or even on race day, you can also pick up this one. For its price, the Anta C202 HP gets the Fab Running Gold recommendation. It's a buy for me, especially if you can get it at the 3,000 pesos price range. You really can't go wrong with this one, especially if you're looking for a decent daily trainer and you're on the heavier side. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helps runners on a budget find this cheap but quality super trainer from Anta. If this video has helped you in your purchasing decisions, please like and subscribe for more running and triathlon videos. See you on your next run.